on, everybody? This is Brian Mazique, aka Unique Mazique, the hardest working man in sports and gaming, and we're still doing legend or all-time rosters, looking at the facial renders. It's time for my Chicago Bulls, baby. Let's do it. Before we get into the video, make sure that you leave a like, and also if you haven't subscribed, do that and click that notifications bell. Bulls time. We starting with the player who pretty much is the greatest of all time, Michael Jordan. And of course, this render is pretty solid. Some people have a problem with the render. They say it could be a little bit better. It probably could. Maybe his chin is a little too thin, but for the most part, this is really good. I don't think there's nothing too much that people can say. It's pretty solid. You know, I don't have a problem with it, right? I mean, I think it's dope, right? Let's look at Scotty. I've always thought Scotty's was good too. This is a really, I'm gonna tell you, out of the legends, this might be one of the best. Now, I talked in the last episode about having the need to adjust the neck. Like, they need to be able to have a longer neck, because Scotty's neck is a little longer than this. And I think that would make it pop even more, because it makes him look a little bit more stubbier than he is. He's definitely super thin, but everything else, I mean, just superb, right? Just off the chain. D-Rose, my dog. And they go with young D-Rose. This one's good, but I think his face has always been a little too long. But it clearly is still good. But I've always thought his face was just a little too long. And also the mustache and the beard probably need to be a little different, need to connect up a little bit. But it's, you know, it's definitely D-Rose, definitely good. But the shorts are too small. So that's, and also he's a little too thin. Because D-Rose, you know, always had a little bit of muscle, especially up around the shoulders and stuff. I think he's a little too thin too. That's another thing. But the face-wise, good. Artist Gilmore, the A-Train. This one's good, except for the hair don't look real, and that lining in the back is stupid. And but when he did play for the Bulls, he did have a smaller afro. But I think his face at the bottom needs to be a little longer, lips a little bit more poochy, kind of sticking out. But yeah, it ain't horrible except for the line. I mean, he definitely like he has on a black hairy helmet. He has Magneto's helmet on, but it's made out of hair. And I don't know, but it ain't the worst. All right, the Worm, Dennis Rodman. You know what? I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and I mean it. Dennis Rodman is not gonna win any beauty contest in real life. We know that. But I'm trying to tell you right now that if I'm Dennis Rodman, I'm trying to find out who I can call to ask them why they made me look like a raptor or some kind of chicken monkey. I don't understand why they did this to him. Like, this dude, he, you know, it's like a bird, and then there's something else, and this is not, they had no right to do this to him. I mean, look at his nose. There's no human being in the world whose nose looks like the New Orleans Saints logo. His nose looked like the New Orleans Saints thing, man. And then around his eyes, he looked like a malnourished ostrich. And this is, I don't understand why they felt that this was the correct way to go about things. But I don't like it. They wrong off Jimmy Butler. My least favorite player in the whole NBA. Jimmy Butler. This is a good render. Hair's probably a little too high, but Jimmy could go somewhere and sit down. For real. Not my favorite at all. Let's go Jerry Sloan. Okay. It's not the worst, not the best, but it definitely, I think they changed it, and it definitely is better than the one they had. But this one's pretty good. This actually is pretty good. I can't trip on that. The Jerry Sloan is pretty good. Bob Love Butterbean. This is actually pretty good. This is actually not too bad. The hair probably could be a little bit better, but this ain't too bad. Butterbean used to live not far from my old house. I used to see him before the Dominics closed down in the area. I used to see him there. I saw him there 2 or 3 times. He absolutely did not want to talk to anybody though. He was not on that. But yeah, I did used to see him every once in a while. This was not bad. I can't trip. The Bulls actually, for the most part, they renders are not bad. Joakim Noah, he ain't played in a while, but this is, yeah, still him. It's good. Luol Deng. See, there's a lot of current guys on the Bulls. Luol Deng, like he got a doo-doo, like bad. Ooh, who have hidden bathroom? I got boo-boo now. I mean, he ain't. Well, I don't know when they took his picture when he was there. Like, he had his brow is crinkled forever, and Luol ain't even that kind of dude to be sitting up there looking mean like that all the time. Luol don't be on that. Like B.J. Armstrong, Derrick Rose's like manager. This, I don't know. Yeah, they could be better with this. He got one of them all in one heads though. You know, where the hair ain't separate from the head. I ain't digging this. I mean, it's okay, but yeah, his eyes should be a little bit more circular, I think. Yeah, this one, I don't know. I don't like the all-in-one head thing. Tony Kukoc, what we got? Good. This is good, Tony. This is good, Tony Kukoc. Hey, the Pit. You know, I used to call him the Pit when he first got to the Bulls because his bathing habits were different, so he smelled pretty. You know, he smelled a little bit like, he smelled like a misunderstanding, for real. So, yeah, that's what they said. Horace Grant, what's who we got? Give it up. No, I don't. First of all, those goggles are not the ones he wore. Second of all, they look like glasses for real because they got his eyes looking all doggone big, which I don't understand. And his head is too small. I don't know. Whatever, I don't like it. From a distance, it looked better. All right, but then when you look at him, especially from the side, he's like a nerdy black turtle or something. I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it. Charles Oakley, the oak tree. What do we got? Okay. His face is actually not bad. I think they could have picked him a different hairstyle, but his face is really not that bad. Yeah, his face ain't that bad. You don't want to mess with Oakley. I'm just telling you. Who we got next? Last one is Steve Kerr. Did he get a new render? No. It kind of looked like him, but then he looked like a 35-year-old white lady. And so that's not true. His neck is also very small, so which makes his head look bigger, like a big bobblehead rooster. But not here. Neck is too thick. Head is still big as ever. But yeah, not exactly the Steve Kerr that I would have wanted them to have. So the Bulls overall are not that great. They might be the most accurate team that I've looked at so far out of the 3, but they got some room for some improvement. They got to get Magneto back his helmet. They got to fix whatever is wrong with Dennis Rodman because it ain't good, and they have to touch up Steve Kerr, and that's about it. That's all I got for you guys today. I appreciate you watching as always. God bless and peace.
Pocket, I'll be weak. I'm rather unique.